Hello everyone, this is Mr. Fung with Week 7 Violin Lesson. In this week's lesson, we will continue to work on our bow hold and keeping the same bow hold while we're bowing on our instruments. Now before we begin, I want to remind you to rosin your bow, tighten the bow hair. If you haven't done so yet, pause the video and then come back to replay the video and we will continue. So now that I have my bow tightened and my bow rosined, let's create the bow hold. Let's review the bow hold first. We're going to create a cup with the right hand, bent thumb, all fingers are curled. We're going to put the bent thumb underneath the bow grip. And it's okay if the back of the thumb touches the bow hair right now. Middle three fingers over the stick, pinky tip on top of the stick, and relax. Now this week's focus is keeping this bow hold while we're bowing, especially while we're moving around. Because a lot of times we will create the bow hold and it looks great, and then as soon as we go on to playing the violin, our hand and the shapes of our fingers change to flatten out, or we start to squeeze, and we know we don't want to squeeze so that we don't get sore. So let's create the bow hold again. Bent thumb, middle three fingers over the stick, bent pinky tip on top of the stick, and relax. Watch your bow hold, watch yourself. Make sure that you're keeping the same shape right here while we put the bow on the instrument and while we are bowing. Okay, so I've created my bow hold. Turn my head to the left, instrument up. Let's start with the E string, something easy. We're going to set it at the frog. Watch your bow hold, make sure you're keeping the same beautiful bow hold. We're going to play 4 E's together. Remember, bending at the wrist and at the elbow. Watch your bow hold. 1, 2, ready, go. Freeze right there. And after you've done that, you have to ask yourself, is my bow hold still the same as when I began? Checking my thumb is bent. Middle three fingers are over the stick and relaxed. Pinky tip bent and on top of the stick. Let's play another 4 E's. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, ask yourself, are my fingers still the same? And then let's roll it to the A string. Keeping the same shape, keeping round fingers, pinky tip on top of the stick, my thumb is bent, and I'm relaxed, bending at the wrist and the elbow. 4 A's. 1, 2, ready, A. By about this week, we should be able to bow on our strings, watching our bows, watching close to the bridge, and we should be able to bow on the strings beautifully and consistently, which means we're going to be able to do it the same way perfectly many times in a row. Set it on the A again. 1, 2, keeping the shape, bent fingers, go. Let's roll it to the D string, making sure our fingers and the shape of our fingers are the same. Relaxed. 1, 2, ready, D. And let's finish with the G. Set it on the G. 1, 2, ready, go. In this week's practice, I want you to continue to bow 4 strings, all 4 of your strings, and check your bow hold. Make sure that it stays relaxed and it stays the same shape as when we create the bow hold without the instrument. Happy practicing.